All of this instead of just paying $63.
What's going on, YouTube? Witty P dropping in one time. I want to do a reaction to a family down in Florida, down in the Sunshine State. Oh, they lose their precious Jeep. Yes, they lose their precious Jeep, all because of a little bit of arrogance and entitlement. And this usually comes from, you rich, wealthy. You have a little bit of entitlement. You in a certain percent. So you don't really like taking too many directions or people telling you what to do or people telling you no. You rich, wealthy. You look at people like, who is you? Telling me what to do, who is you? Especially if they work a job that you feel is below you. And they were getting their car towed. Yes. And it was already hooked up. Once it's already hooked up, you might as well just chalk it up. Take that L. Get out the impound, take that L. You'll be lucky if you're able to negotiate and get it off once it's hooked up. But this family talk about entitlement. They say, no, you ain't taking my truck nowhere. You ain't taking my truck nowhere. It look like a Jeep, maybe a Rubicon, But they say, no, you ain't taking my shit nowhere. And it's all on video. And there was a brother, he was recording it. Black people, we love to tell you what you should have did, what you could have did. He was he was in the background saying, all you had to do is pay the $60. All you had to do is pay the $60. So we gonna cut away so you can see how it all played out. Oh, they were not letting their car get towed. They say, no, you was not taking my truck nowhere. Check it out. Look like a Hispanic family from the audio, but check it out. They say, no, you ain't taking my truck nowhere. That truck say, okay.
Got it all on camera. I got it all on camera.
He said, I got it all on
this
camera.
Instead of just paying $63, right? All this instead of just paying $63,
the
right?
Entitlement. I had to do is pay the $60.
All of this instead of paying $63. All of this instead of just paying $63. All of this instead of just paying $63.
Llama a la policía. Llama a la policía.
Did you turn the car off? Can you turn it off?
Llama a la policía, Biblia. Apaga el carro. Ven, ayúdame. Llama a la policía.
All of this instead of just paying the money to get it released.
Pero llamen a la policía.
I don't know where they thought they was going. Where you going? We're gonna watch it again. Where you thought you was going? And even if once you broke off the chain, the shit was gonna be fucked up.
Got it all on camera. I got it all on camera. All this instead of just paying $63, right? All this instead of just paying $63, right?
All you had to pay was $63. You going through all that?
All of this instead of just paying $63. All of this instead of just paying $63.
Llama a la policía. Llama a la policía.
Did you turn the car off? Can you turn it off?
Llama a la policía, Biblia. Apaga el carro. Ven, ayúdame. Llama a la policía.
All of this instead of just paying the money to get it released.
Pero llamen a la policía.
He said, I got it all on camera. You know the funniest part about this shit is when he said towards the end, He say, can you turn the car off? He say, can you turn the car off? Them motherfuckers came climbing on the top of the car like it was a movie. Man, that shit looked like a movie. Did you see they came climbing on the top of the car like it was a movie. His commentary was hilarious. He say, all you had to do is pay the $62. You know, that's all you had to do. But like I say, I'm not saying they was necessarily rich or wealthy, but that's usually the reaction you get out of somebody that's rich, wealthy. You know, they look like they was in a nice neighborhood. You know, they was out in the Sunshine State. You know, and he say at the end, he say, can you turn the car off? He said, he asked them, can they turn the car? He was being seen, like I said, you know, as black people, brothers and sisters, we always love to tell you what you could have did, should have did, what you would have did, all that shit, you know. But I definitely wanted to do a reaction to this because it's the entitlement, the arrogance that come with, you know, being rich, wealthy. I'm not saying necessarily this family was rich, wealthy, you know, but I'm just saying they was a nice neighborhood, and that's typically what comes with that, you know. So, you know, when you rich, wealthy, you know, you kind of look people like, who is you? What you talking about? Tell me what to do. Who is you? Where's your boss? You know, rich, wealthy people love to say that. Like, somebody question that and say, where's your boss? Where's your manager? You know, where your boss at? You know, but comment, like, subscribe. Best way you can help is share the video. If you're entertained, hit that cash. I definitely want to react to this. We are.